Crazy in Love, Love, Loss, and Money Now by AfroBudgetinGirl. This content is for informational purposes only and reflects my personal experience. It's not financial advice. The stories we don't tell. The house, that's all he can talk about. We have 2 children in this house. Does he even wonder how this is crushing them? I can't pay this mortgage right now, but I will find a way. I already lost my family. I cannot lose the house. She left overnight, leaving with the rent due that I cannot pay for. She chose this flat to be closer to her family, and now I'm left hanging. The notice period is 3 months. How am I supposed to pay the full bill alone? He cannot pay this month's alimony. He's been saying the same thing for 4 months. I just want peace, but I need to pay our son's tuition. The last school event, he didn't show up. These are real echoes of heartbreak, not from romance, but from the wreckage that love sometimes leaves behind. When everything's good, love feels eternal. You share dreams, laughter, playlists, maybe even Mariah Carey's We Belong Together. You build a life around we. But when the we breaks, suddenly the only things left to divide are bills, loans, and property deeds. And it hits you. Love is emotional, but separation, it's financial. This is what this conversation is really about. When relationships end through separation, divorce, or even unexpected life events, money becomes one of the biggest factors shaping what happens next. And the reality is clear. Women are often the ones who become financially vulnerable in these situations. This article is about understanding that risk early and learning how to protect yourself financially, even when everything feels stable. When the breakup makes you broke. I've seen firsthand how divorce or separation can break more than hearts. It can break financial stability. When love ends, one person often becomes financially vulnerable, and most of the time, that person is a woman. Studies show women's household income drops by an average of 41% after divorce. Men's income typically falls by half as much. Many women reduce work hours or step out of the workforce to manage childcare, while men's earnings rebound faster. It can take up to 5 years to recover from the financial shock of separation. Sometimes couples stay together not because of love, but because they simply cannot afford to live apart. That's how powerful financial dependence can be. It keeps people trapped in situations that no longer serve their peace. In some cases, this dependency goes even further and becomes a form of control. This is financial vulnerability, not because of poor choices, but because of structure. The illusion of equal partnerships. Even if 2 partners earn the same salary and share bills equally, the risks are rarely shared equally. One of you will lose more. More time, more stability, more access, more emotional bandwidth. And 90% of the time, that one is the woman. Why? Because women often carry the invisible load, childcare, emotional labor, unpaid domestic work. When separation happens, those invisible tasks turn into very visible expenses. This is why 50-50 isn't always fair and why money conversations must go deeper than numbers. Protecting yourself isn't unromantic, it's smart love. Love should protect, not expose. You can enjoy love and enjoy protection. You can give your heart without handing over your financial power. Here's how to start. 1. Know your financial capacity. Could you live independently right now? Calculate what it would cost to rent, relocate, and restart. Include security deposits, utilities, and everyday essentials. 2. Build an emergency fund. Save enough to cover several months of your living expenses, not shared, not joint, yours. 3. Open a separate bank account. Even in marriage, financial autonomy matters. Root a small portion of your income into a personal account. That's your safety net. not your secret. 4. Track your shared finances. Use a shared or consolidated budget tracker. List every recurring expense and asset. Transparency today prevents conflict tomorrow. 5. Verify debts and liabilities. Know what's under both names: credit cards, loans, mortgages. Surprises here can destroy credit and trust. 6. Consider a prenuptial agreement. If you're married or planning to, a prenup isn't cold, it's clarity. It defines what's shared and what remains personal. 7. Consult legal and financial experts. Speak to a notary or family lawyer about property deeds, spousal support, and child maintenance. If you're an expat, understand how your country's laws apply abroad. This is part of budgeting with purpose, preparing for life, not just planning for best-case scenarios. Financial lessons from abroad. In Switzerland, the last decade has seen a rise in divorces driven by economic reasons. Their tax system can penalize married couples, especially those with prior family obligations. In the United States, certain asset transfers and spousal support structures can actually offer tax advantages if planned with expert advice. The point: money and marriage are not just emotional contracts. They're legal and fiscal ones too. Understanding the system can be the difference between security and struggle. Love, but with eyes open. I'm a believer in love, in connection, partnership, and building together. But I also believe this: you should never leave a relationship worse than you entered it. Protect your assets. Protect your peace of mind. Protect your future self. Because love without protection is like a house without a foundation. One storm and it all collapses. Let's be honest. Ask yourself, would I be financially okay if this relationship ended? Do I know what's in my name and what isn't? Have I recovered financially from past breakups? Has money ever kept me silent or stuck? If these questions feel uncomfortable, that's awareness, not fear. And awareness is always the first step toward empowerment. Love changes. People change. Life shifts. Your financial clarity shouldn't disappear with a relationship. This is why money conversations matter. This is why protection matters. This is why budgeting with purpose includes love, boundaries, and truth. If this resonated with you, explore my free budgeting tools, including a tracker and 200-question workbook on my website, and subscribe for early access to the Budgeting with Purpose Masterclass. Because budgeting isn't just about money, it's about clarity, resilience, and choosing freedom over fear.